pleasure. Oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh, oh. Give it
Story NXT fans, tonight's topics on the Wrestle Story include
Tag Team Gold on the line,
Io is back with a new attitude,
and Trent 7 is coming for Walter.
All that and more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, and every Wednesday after NXT. This week we'll be streaming on Friday for our prediction show for the pay-per-views coming up, as well as streaming Saturday after AEW's pay-per-view and Sunday after
Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules.
Yeah, busy week.
Busy week.
So, tonight we're talking about NXT. Tonight's show, I thought was decent.
It's okay.
Like, it wasn't the greatest NXT. Both of them weren't super great.
Well, one of the issues you have is already, like, everything being put out there about what's happening or what has happened.
Yeah. We always say that because they're pre-filmed.
Yeah. So it kind of messes things up.
Yeah, just
it's like going to a movie and you already know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
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 Or watching a TV show and
you
know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's, like, not cool.
Yeah. The shock just isn't there.
Hate that.
Yep.
Always hate that. So, tonight's shows, both NXT and NXT UK, were both kind of meh. They weren't as great as they have been. Which for NXT UK is a little bit shocking, because generally those are pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, during the week. Doesn't matter. And I don't ever read spoilers on that, ever. I don't ever see any spoilers on that, either.
No.
So, you know, like, generally those are good. But tonight they just kind of weren't. They weren't super great. So, we're going to start with NXT. And NXT started with what I labeled this segment, Angry Io. Because she came out, she has her new entrance, she has her new theme, she has her new get up. She's wearing all black now, looking all mean and stuff. And she comes out, she gets on the mic, and she says, I don't need friends, and I don't need you people. She throws the mic, and she walks away.
Awesome.
That was it. Yeah. The crowd booed her like nobody's business.
She's done her job.
They booed her like nobody's business.
She did her job.
She did. I like her new gimmick.
Has been doing her job.
I like her new gimmick.
Yes.
I'm not going to boo her.
Yeah.
Because I like it.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I like what they're doing with her.
I do too. I think if they do this the right way, it could be really good.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I'm really curious to see where they go with it from here.
Yes.
Because it should be fun. So then we have a Velveteen Dream interview segment. Export, what's up? Heel Io is just the best.
Definitely.
I know. She really is.
And she does a good job with it.
She does.
So I think it's pretty cool. I like what they're doing with her.
I do too. I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
Yes.
Like, really excited. So, then we have the Velveteen interview segment. And essentially what this was is he held his own press conference. And was like, he had people lined up, that were going to talk to him and stuff. And people just asked him questions about who he thinks should be next in line for a title shot against him. And he answered none of them.
Yeah.
So, that's all this segment was. Wasn't a lot to it. I'm thinking Roderick Strong because there was somebody who said something about Roderick Strong. So, Roderick Strong would be my pick.
Makes sense.
For who would be getting a shot next at the North American title.
Yes. I agree. I think it should be.
And I think with the way they're doing it right now, because later in the evening it kind of... I'm thinking Undisputed Era is also going to get a shot at the titles.
Tag titles?
Tag titles. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant. And so I'm thinking they might go the route of having Undisputed Era walk out with all the gold.
They might.
Because Adam Cole is obviously going to have a title shot because he's the champion right now.
Yes.
So he has to be next. That just makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think if you play your cards right, you have all of them walk out with gold at TakeOver. It could be really interesting
Could be.
to see how, all that plays out. Because I think they're all going to have title matches.
I think so too. I don't think there's any doubt they're all going to have title matches.
Hello, James. What's up? It's
Hello,
Becky's
James.
#1 fan. You're not going to stop until I put my title on the line, are you? to fight for the #1 spot of who Becky's biggest fan is. Still not going to put my title on the line. But, go ahead. Call yourself Becky's #1 fan. Go ahead. Nope. Alrighty. So, the next thing that we have is Damian Priest versus Blanco Loco. Not a clue who this guy is. So, I figured he was going to get squashed.
Yeah.
Well, that was the case. I don't see what all the hype around Damian Priest is.
It was, overall I thought it was an okay match.
Just the hype in general. People were excited for him to make his
Debut.
return.
Yeah, they were.
Or his debut.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I just don't see all the hype around it. His character isn't super interesting to me. From what I've seen, it's not super interesting.
I think you have to build it up the right way.
And, he's good in the ring, but I don't understand what all the big flip-a-doo-dah about him is.
Remember I said the same thing about Street Profits and things and a couple others, and I kind of changed my mind on it. Punishment Martinez is good.
Well, that's probably why he is, he's got a lot of people behind him, because he was a different character. He was somebody else in another company, but I just don't, right now, there's nothing special about him.
Like I said,
there's nothing that makes him stand out as of right now.
Give it time.
To have me say, this guy's awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I
know what you're saying.
I don't know. We'll just see here. We'll see how I feel about him in a couple weeks, I guess. Damian Priest ends up getting the win, which is pretty obvious because he was against Blanco Loco, who was, I don't even know who that is.
He is Blanco Loco.
I don't even know who that is. So, I figured he was going to get squashed. Well, then we have a Killian Dain promo video. He's coming. He's on the horizon. I'm ready for it.
Yes. Only thing is if they do it like they've done Aleister Black on the main roster, where they have 47 videos for 47 weeks.
Oh, he's coming. He's gonna have a match at TakeOver.
Yeah, I figured.
He's coming.
But that's still a ways off.
No, it is. But I know he's coming.
Yeah.
In the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it, and I don't really want to say the person who I think they're putting him against is. For those that don't know and haven't seen everything across the internet.
Yes, bro.
Well, there you go.
Good thing Export's here to tell everybody.
If you didn't get it from that memo right there, yes, bro. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. SPs.
That's Roman Seth. WWE's bringing.
in
I'm
public
surprised.
now.
I'm surprised ESPN doesn't have some sort of wrestling.
Yeah. Because they, like, work with them.
Well, and
They
the
talk
fact
about
that
them all the time.
ESPN's tried to expand their stuff, and so I'm just surprised that they don't have
Stephanie and Triple H were there, too.
something lined up with wrestling. I
Steph-
mean, whether it's WWE or AEW or some other organization, I'm just surprised they don't have
Yeah.
something lined up.
There's a video that was on the internet, and it was like the interviewer, and they were like, "Oh yeah, and we have Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, and dating." And she was like, "You guys are like dating?" And there's another lady that was there interviewing them, and she was like, "Well, way to make that awkward right off the bat there. Thank you very much." And everybody was like, "Who the heck did they hire to interview people?" Because that was just horrible. Like, that was horrible. Like, yeah, here we have Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins dating.
That's fun.
It's like, what? It's like the most awkward thing in the world. I don't even know, man. But I thought that was funny. So, yeah, I did see that they were there. So, that's cool. So, then we have Breakout Tournament, round 1. Boa versus Jordan Myles. And I said, before this dude even started wrestling, Jordan Myles, before he started wrestling, I was like, this guy's going to be big. Because not even 2 minutes, and they haven't even started wrestling yet. He just did his entrance, and the crowd is already chanting for him. They're already, like, they're just behind him right now.
Yeah.
He is going to be big because his character is going to take him so far.
I think he has a shot.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I think he has a shot at being big because
Yeah.
I think his character is going to take him really far.
Yeah, I think he's got a shot.
His personality.
Yes, I agree.
Now, his in-ring skills are really good, too. So, I mean, it's just a matter of getting cut promos and stuff.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. So, this was a really good match, I thought. It was, not as, like, great as the other ones that I've seen. Like, I thought it was good, but I think the two that we've seen prior to this one were better than this match. But ultimately, it was a good match for what it was.
Yeah. He's the anime hero. Love it. Yeah.
See, it's just like his gimmick and his character. I think it's going to take him far.
I think, like I said, I think he has a shot. I think he's going to have to be... I mean, just watching the match, I didn't get a sense. He's not very big.
No.
First off. I feel that he's going to have to do more high-flying type stuff.
Yeah.
To stay over.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, I thought the 540 was cool.
I did too.
But
me of
I think he's gonna...
Every time somebody does one of those things from the top rope, it just reminds me of Ricochet because he does a 630 splash like nobody's business.
He's gonna have to. I think he's gonna have to. Do more high flying type stuff just because of his size.
Yeah.
Like I said, to stay over.
I can understand that. So Jordan Myles ends up getting the win, and I kind of took this as a little bit of a surprise because I was almost expecting Boa to go over because he's like one of the Japanese stars.
Yeah.
Chinese stars. And so I thought that they were going to put him over just like for that reason.
Yeah.
To keep him going in the tournament. But they didn't. And I'm kind of glad they didn't because I think, like I said, Jordan Myles, I think, has a shot at being pretty big.
Yes. I agree.
So I like that they put him over. I
Yeah.
did like that.
It was good.
Well, then we get a Shayna interview, and she's talking about Mia Yim and how she's next in line for a title shot. And
Becky's on the cover, and also a girl from Globe cover. Can't wait.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna switch it out and put Lacey on the cover.
Stop it! Stop saying things like that.
ACH was beating 70% of the match. Yes.
Yeah. So, Shayna interview. She's talking about Mia Yim.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a standard Shayna interview.
Yeah.
Nothing special, really.
No.
Then we have Keith Lee video talking about how it was like he wasn't ever supposed to make it to the top.
Yeah.
And that, he's never been the big star.
Yeah.
He's had to deal with the knockout star. Or the knockout, whatever, Cash Soto.
I'm not sure what he's talking about.
He's had to deal with somebody else. I can't remember who. But he's never been, like, one of the top guys before.
Yeah.
And that he wants to be
the top guy.
The top guy. Or a top guy.
Yeah.
I think, are they getting ready to give him a big push? Like
I don't know.
Big push?
Here's the question. Doesn't everybody want to be the top guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this, whole thing I didn't really, like. I agree.
Yeah.
I think it'd be nice. I think it'd be a solid match.
I think it would too. Now, I think they are going to try and build him as being like a Johnny Gargano or an Adam Cole or a Velveteen Dream or a Matt Riddle for being super over. So then when they move those guys up, because ultimately I think it's coming because there's going to be like new management in charge on the main rosters. And so I'm thinking that they're probably going to want to try and move some people up that are from NXT because they're high on their radars.
Could.
And so maybe they're trying to build up some new top guys for NXT. Because if you take out Cole, you take out Riddle, you take out Gargano, you take out Dream, there are no top guys there. There just aren't because all four of them are gone.
No.
And with Ciampa out, that's another one that isn't there.
Well, they don't. The problem is like, the last couple weeks obviously have been pre-taped and stuff, but they haven't really pushed anyone.
No, and I understand that because
So
they
it's
have.
like-
Well, I know, but right now they have their set of top guys. Every time that they've had, somebody in there, it's the way it always works. They don't build them until after somebody's getting ready to leave. Like Drew McIntyre, he was in NXT for a while, and then Adam Cole showed up out of nowhere, and he took his spot, so to speak, and then Drew got moved up to the main roster. So that's what I'm kind of thinking that they're trying to do with him, is to build Keith Lee up to be one of their top superstars.
Yeah, it's possible.
Because they're getting ready to move a lot of people up.
Yeah.
That's just the way I see it. I can see him as a top guy.
Yeah.
He's good in the ring. He's got a good character.
We were going to answer you, James. I don't want you to feel like we just ignored you.
No, sorry, I kept talking.
Maven just kept talking.
But I just see him as being a top guy at some point. And so maybe they're getting ready to start building him towards that.
Probably.
At least that's kind of what I gathered from this promo.
I mean, I don't know.
It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. See.
Then William Regal has an announcement for next week.
He says that superstars from all over have been coming to NXT to face Kushida. So, next week, Apollo Crews is going to come down from SmackDown Live to fight Kushida.
Yes.
So we have that to look forward to. Kushida's going to win.
See, and this makes me wonder, are we going to start to have more crossover between all three?
I have no idea.
With, your mid to lower card wrestlers?
No idea whatsoever. But it's pretty obvious to me that Kushida's going to win.
I agree.
I just don't know.
What's with Io Shirai?
She's heel.
She's heel.
That's what's with her.
She snapped.
She's done playing games.
She is done playing games.
She is here to wreak havoc. No. She's here to tell people that she doesn't need any friends.
That's right.
And she
doesn't want you to be her friend, James.
She doesn't need any friends, and she doesn't need you people, is what she said.
Yes.
So, she's talking about us. She doesn't need us either. Because the crowd was booing her like nobody's business.
Yes. So she's done her heel turn really good. Yeah. I think.
Then we get told that Adam Cole will defend his championship next week. Against who? Probably some nobody. Me too. Me too, Export. Me too. Me too. You have no idea. how much I want Buddy Murphy somewhere.
Yes.
That isn't 205 Live.
It would be nice if they would. I agree.
They had him on there 1 week, fighting Velveteen Dream for the championship.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Becky's friends.
Screw EO. That's funny. That's hilarious. Well. Then we get to the main event of NXT. This is probably the best part of the show.
Yeah.
As it should be. Street Profits versus Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. This is good. I thought this was good. Good match.
Yeah, definitely a good match.
I had a strong feeling that they were going to keep them on the Street Profits.
Because they're probably saving them for TakeOver.
Well, now it's more obvious.
Yeah.
Because I know where they're going with this. But I wasn't really sure if they were going to put the titles on Lorcan and Burch. But I had a strong feeling they were going to keep them on Street Profits. In which they did, which I think was a good thing because I like where they're going with this now. Because this furthers my theory of Undisputed Era winning all the gold at TakeOver. Because it looks like that they're going to have a match against them at TakeOver. Because after the match, Undisputed Era comes down the ramp and they just have a stare down. Well, it was Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. They had a stare down with the Street Profits.
Yes.
So I'm thoroughly expecting them to have a match at TakeOver. And I'm thoroughly expecting them to lose.
I agree.
Because they're on the main roster now.
I agree.
So, it's just the way I see it.
Yes. I would agree with you.
It's just the way it is, people.
Yep.
So, I'm excited for that.
I think being the tag team champions in NXT is like the kiss of death.
Because you get them and then you're told that
you
you're going
hold
to
them
move
for
up.
a day and then you're told you're moving up. And then you don't get it seen on TV when you move up.
I know. Like, I really wish War Raiders hadn't been moved up when they were.
Yeah.
I think them moving up about the time that Street Profits would be moving up, like right now, would probably be better. If Undisputed Era wins.
Oh, but somebody's seen Kyle's air guitar.
I like his air guitar. He does it pretty well.
Yeah.
He holds. He'll have the belt now, so.
Yeah. So it'll be
it won't be air guitar. It'll be an air guitar on
the belt.
Belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible guitar.
Yes.
Terrible guitar.
So that pretty much ended NXT. So we had, 3 matches?
And it ended 10 minutes early again.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing with that.
It's just I don't even know.
James, today is your lucky day. We're actually going to talk about Toni Storm.
Yeah, we are. She's on NXT UK today. So we start off NXT UK with Ilja Dragunov. I think I'm saying that. No. I just clicked the wrong button. I just closed my notes. Okay, I got him back. Let's start over. So we start off NXT UK with Ilja Dragunov versus Ashton Smith. Never heard of him, so I figured he was going to lose.
And he did.
And he did.
It was actually a pretty good match, I thought.
It was a good match.
I thought it was entertaining.
Dragunov is really good in the ring.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a contender for the title at some point down the line.
Yeah, I agree. I think he will be.
Because he is really good in the ring, and his character is very interesting.
Yes.
He's like a normal dude, but like he's like crazy. So I haven't watched NXT UK, so I might hop off to avoid spoilers. Well then, we will see you later if you're leaving.
Yes. We'll be back Friday.
And if you're not, well, whatever. There wasn't actually a lot that really happened on the show.
Yeah, it was, and they ended 10 minutes early just like NXT did.
Yeah. You might get more out of watching our thing than watching the actual show. Just saying. Just saying. But whatever. It's fine. So, good match.
It was a good match.
I liked it. It was nice. It was a nice match.
Yes.
Moving on. Then we had a Xia Brookside interview where she talks about how next week she has a match with Jinny.
Yes.
That should be exciting.
I think so.
I haven't seen Jinny in the ring very much.
No.
Because she's always behind Jazzy Gabber.
Yeah.
So, it should be interesting. Not really. No. Not really. They haven't built anything for TakeOver.
No.
Like, no. Not at all. So.
And tonight wasn't... I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't great.
It was an okay show, but there wasn't a lot going on.
No.
At all.
Definitely not.
There's still... This is all taped from the... What's that thing called? The Download Festival? Or something like that?
Yeah.
We've seen episodes of this, like, that were taped from that. This was, like, 3 weeks ago that this happened.
Yeah.
And so they still are, like, working with what they got there.
Yeah.
Which is, you know...
Kind of silly.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I thought we were only going to see it for 2 weeks, and then we would be back to our regular league.
Well, this is part of what I said. They need to use all...
Regular NXT thing.
If the plan was to give, like, some time off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the wrestler's schedule isn't as strenuous.
Mm-hmm.
Then why don't they use more wrestlers and just keep shows going? Just rotate your wrestlers out.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they don't do that.
I don't either. So, then we get the Nina Samuels show, where she's talking to fans in the mud.
Yes.
That was the extent of this.
Pretty much.
Talking about how great she is.
Yeah.
Pretty pointless.
I wasn't impressed with it.
No, it's pretty pointless.
Yeah.
She does better in the ring.
Yes.
In my opinion. Stick to that, Nina. Then we have good old Candy Floss versus Toni Storm. Now, I looked at this. Just found out through a reliable source. Reliable source says WWE is going to keep Becky and Seth champs for the foreseeable future. Maybe till Mania 36. Well, that would just be fine and dandy with me. See, okay, the issue I have with this right now, and everybody's like, oh, well, I think they're going to lose on Sunday. You can't have Lacey and Corbin walking into SummerSlam as your champs. You just can't. That would be stupid.
You could.
No, that would be absolutely stupid.
No.
I don't see Lacey versus somebody as a SummerSlam match. I just don't. I don't see either of them walking in as champs to SummerSlam. Like, that just seems stupid to me. So, this is why I'm like, it just makes more sense because this is the last pay-per-view before SummerSlam. Right? Yeah. Next month is August.
Yeah.
It makes sense to just keep the championships on them and build them for something else that isn't Lacey or Corbin for SummerSlam so we can have a break. Or, because they're going to lose, they were told that they get no more title shots. So, I would love that just even more. So, it makes absolutely no sense to put the championships on them because it would be stupid. We're going into the next, like, one of the second biggest pay-per-views of the year. Aside from WrestleMania.
Depends on what they're going to do with it.
Well, it would be stupid to put them on them because they're going to lose people that don't want to watch Lacey versus somebody for the title.
Or maybe they want to watch Lacey get destroyed at SummerSlam.
No, I would like to watch Lacey get destroyed on Sunday because then we don't have to do this ever again.
Okay, but if she gets beaten out, everybody goes, see, told you it was going to happen this way.
Because it just, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense to put the titles on them before SummerSlam. Makes absolutely no sense. And when James and I are right, you're going to eat your words.
Okay. So Candy
you don't
Floss.
have any threat for if you win.
Candy Floss versus Toni Storm. I thought it was a good match overall.
Going into it because Candy Floss is kind of a jobber.
Yeah.
I was like, this is kind of a dumb match because she's not going to win. So why are we having it? I thought when she came out, she was going to be against somebody different, not Toni.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know she's going to win. This is kind of like pointless. I mean, it was a good match. It ended up being a good match, and it was probably good for Candy Floss to get in the ring with Toni because Toni has, experience.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, for that aspect of it, I think it was good, and I think it was a good match. But there was no chance that Candy Floss was gonna win. Not a chance, not a doubt in my mind that she wasn't gonna.
But I thought it was interesting what they did with it.
I did too.
So
I thought it was a good match, though.
Toni gets the win, and Candy Floss starts walking up the ramp, and she gets attacked by Kaylee Ray.
Yeah. And then Kaylee Ray runs off.
Toni Storm comes down to help out Candy Floss, and Kaylee Ray runs off. So, kind of setting up,
Well, their title match is going to be it.
Yeah, but it's setting up. The storyline continues.
Yeah. Without them.
Yeah.
Have to being.
Yes.
Physical with each other and get into a fight with each other.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of getting into fights, do you know what I saw on Twitter today? Did you see this? That Enzo Amore.
Yeah, I saw it.
And Joey Janela got into a fist fight.
Yeah, I saw it.
Outside some concert. I was like, jeez. What does the world come to?
Yes.
Enzo is so stupid.
Pretty much.
He just needs to... This is why WWE fired you, dude. Like, if you didn't understand why before, and you've done countless stupid things since being released. You don't if you don't understand why you've been released, just take a look at your past record here. Because there's a pattern.
Yeah.
This guy is so dumb, I
Pretty
swear.
much.
He's so dumb.
Yes.
It makes no sense.
Nope.
Stupidity.
Pretty much.
Just thought we'd talk about that too for a second, because I wasn't sure if you saw that or not.
Yeah, I saw it.
I didn't talk to you about that earlier. But I woke up to that and I was like, this guy.
Dumb.
Jeez, he's just an idiot.
So then Trent Seven comes out to speak about what happened last week.
Where Tyler got attacked by Walter and his goonies. And Trent Seven was handcuffed to the ring. Just a recap for anybody that didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he says he's coming for Walter. For Pete, for Tyler, and for the Trent Seven army.
Yes.
He's going to have a match with him. Does he get destroyed by Walter, or does he destroy Walter?
I think he gets destroyed by Walter.
I don't know where this ends.
I've given you my thoughts on what's going to happen.
Huh?
About Alexander Wolf turning.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
I think the Trent Seven army is going to get involved. And I think that the Walters group's going to get involved.
By Trent Seven Army, we mean Pete and Tyler.
Yeah. His army.
Of fans. Yeah, they're going to get involved. No, but that's funny. Continue on.
So I just think that what's going to end up happening is Alexander Wolf and Walter are eventually going to... Something's going to happen to make them...
I think so too. But I just don't know how this particular saga ends. If it's going to be with him, I think he's probably going to get destroyed by Walter.
I agree. He is.
He's small compared to Walter. Everybody's small compared to Walter, and everybody gets destroyed by Walter. It'll be a good match, though.
Yeah.
Should be good. So that should be fun.
Then we have Mark Andrews versus Cassius Ohno next week, which is, okay.
More TV time for Cassius.
Yes. He's like Baron Corbin. Like,
I'm orange now.
The guy gets beat every week and still comes back. WWE 2K20, October 23rd, 4 days early with pre-order. Already have mine with GameStop.
Cool. Yeah, we'll probably pre-order it.
Yeah, we'll have to get it.
And don't say if Becky's on the cover, we're not pre-ordering it, because that's not the way that works.
We're going to change it anyway, because I'm going to put Lacey on it.
Okay, whatever. Well, you're going to buy 2 then.
Yeah, whatever.
And you can butcher the cover of 1.
Cassius Ohno, is Cassius Ohno still rolling? Yeah, he's on all the time.
And we will keep the other one fine and not mess with it.
He's like a star in NXT UK.
Yeah, that's why he was put on NXT UK, because on NXT he's never had his moment, man. He's been on NXT for like decades at this point. And it's like, I don't even know if NXT's been around for decades.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think it has.
No.
And so, like, no, it hasn't.
No.
That was a dumb question. It came out in, like, when the network came out.
Yeah, it's been out for what?
Well, I mean, like, they've had, like, NXT, like, stuff
Yeah.
before that, but it's not, like, that old.
Yeah.
So, like, Cassius Ohno's been on NXT for, like, decades at this point. And, like, I don't even get it. I don't know, his song is good. He's got that going for him.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
See, he's got that going for him. It's catchy. Oh, no. That's about it.
Pretty much.
Like, everything else about him is just,
Oh, no.
oh, no.
Yeah.
It's not great. So, you know,
Yeah.
oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Not, oh, no.
Then we have
We can create so many puns.
The Hunt and Dave Mastiff.
It's Dave Mastiff.
That's what I said.
Dave Mastiff.
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 I like Mastiff better.
Okay, fine.
It just sounds tougher.
It's Dave Mastiff.
Yeah.
He should be called up. I think he could be called up.
Cassius Ohno.
I think he could be. He'd probably be treated like Elias.
He chased the 24/7 championship.
No, I
rivalry,
don't think
dude.
so. No. I don't think they would do that to him.
I do.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But he might be like an Elias figure.
Yeah, he might.
Kind of like Elias, where he's being used with the people, but he's an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll ever chase around the 24/7 belt.
Yeah, it's... what
He's
I
too
see
above
happen.
that for that,
Yeah, whatever.
in my eyes.
So Dave Mastiff versus The Hunt versus Gallus. Okay match.
It's a 6-man tag match. It wasn't like terrible,
That's what I said. It was okay.
but it wasn't like
It wasn't
kind of
like,
what I thought it was going to be.
Well, it's not like one you go, oh wow, I'd like to watch that again.
No, not really. And so, I don't know. It was just kind of meh.
Yeah,
Meh. So,
definitely. Gallus gets the win.
Meh.
That ended NXT UK. So
Both shows
again,
were kind of
ended 10 minutes early. So and then they just had a bunch of like
Garbage.
commercials after.
Yeah.
So James, what? And I haven't seen a lot about WWE or WWE 2K20. I always walk with Elias. We had the Elias for president for a while.
We did. And then they did stupid things.
And then
with
they
it.
started like.
And
doing,
then they made him stupid.
Yeah.
We were like, Elias for president 2020.
And now we're like saying.
And now we're like, no. No way, Jose. I'd rather have him as president than Elias at this point. And that's saying a lot. No, but I like to say I still walk with Elias, even though he's stupid now, because they're using him with Shane. I used to really walk with Elias. Now it's kind of more of
He hasn't even done his walk with Elias, like.
No, they
in a
like
long
done
time.
that. They've like killed that gimmick.
Yeah.
They don't even let him do concerts anymore.
No.
I liked him better when he was on Raw. Okay, before he was the most wanted person on SmackDown. I liked him better.
Yeah.
I liked him better when he was doing stupid concerts with Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
I like that better, guys.
So
Hashtag Elias, you need to go back and walk.
I was gonna ask you, and I haven't seen like what updates are gonna be done in WWE 2K. Check out my tweets about WWE 2K20. I'll do that. What updates or what would you like to see done differently in WWE 2K20? Because we've talked about it. We'd like to have like more control over like setting up storylines. Because if we were able to do that, we could like stream things and like something like that.
Yeah. I think that would be fun.
But I don't know. And I'd like to be able to download more characters or more arenas or something like that. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because we'd have like 10,000 wrestlers and.
Yeah, we have about 10,000 wrestlers right now.
Yeah, well, we do.
Like that we downloaded.
There's still some that we'd like to download that we can't.
No, I'd
because
like
of
to
room.
download. I'd like to be able to download. Okay, what I think is so stupid about the game is like you can have the downloads for the men and women aren't separate.
Yeah.
And I wish they were.
Yeah.
So then you can have an equal amount of downloads for your men and for your women. Because right now, we downloaded a whole bunch of people, and they were, I don't even know how many spots were there. There were like a couple hundred spots.
Yeah.
We had downloaded a lot. But, there were a couple hundred spots that we could fill, but like it was only for the one. And I was like, what the heck? Like I don't like that. I wish they were both, like they both had their own sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think that would make more sense.
I will challenge both of you. Me and Becky. Well, you'd beat me because I'm terrible at the game.
You are absolutely terrible at the game. And what's really bad is that I am like, oh, haha, I beat you. And you're like, well, I suck at this game, so of course you beat me.
Yeah.
But I get like all up in arms, like, I just freak out when I win. I'm like, you suck! I won! It's horrible. It's horrible. When it's horrible. I'm so terrible.
Yeah.
I have terrible sportsmanship when I play
You
the
do.
game. I gloat like nobody's business.
You do. You gloat like no other.
I do. I'm terrible. But I don't know. I think it's funny. I think I'm good at the game. I'm not great, but I'm not
Yeah, I'm terrible.
terrible.
I'm like bad.
You are bad. Not gonna lie about that.
No.
You are horrible.
I'm like...
You are horrible. Let's just tell it like it is. You are
Yeah.
horrible. Horrible!
Definitely.
You're absolutely horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
I think with that, I think that we are probably done with this because there's really not a lot more to talk about.
No, NXT was pretty weak tonight.
Yeah.
Pretty weak.
We will be back on Friday with Prediction Show.
Yeah.
Sometime after 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock West Coast. I could go on. No, I can't because I don't know where the next one is. So, if I knew Collins, like, I could say, whatever time Scotland time.
Early. Stupid o'clock. That's what we have deemed that. Colin and I have said stupid o'clock.
I should look
Stupid
it up.
o'clock. Stupid o'clock. That's what we call that. See, 4:59.
Okay, so
Stupid o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we went on at 7, it's like 11 o'clock here. So they are like, what, 5-6 hours ahead of us?
I don't know.
Yeah. So if we went on at 7, he would be, it would be, let's see. What did I just say? 6 hours ahead of us?
Yeah.
So 7, 12, it'd be like 3 o'clock in the morning there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to try and be in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm going to try my hardest. And I was like, okay. It's going to be stupid o'clock, though, so.
Yeah. They also have the Women's Revolution showcase. I think it'd be cool.
They need to fix, yeah.
All right. With that, we'll be back Friday.
I
Prediction
almost said we'll be back
show.
tomorrow,
If you
but
cannot
tomorrow's
have your
Thursday.
predictions, see the prediction show. Put your predictions in the comments.
Or hit me up on Twitter, at Maven Gleen.
Hit Maven up on Twitter.
Because I'm on there all the time. And
So it'll be 8 o'clock Jamestown.
give me, your predictions on Twitter if you can't give them to
Yes.
us on Friday.
With that, we will see you on Friday.
And then on Saturday and Sunday
And then on
for
Saturday and
AEW
Sunday.
and Extreme Rules. I'm so excited because I'm going to be right and I'm going to retain my championship. And y'all are going to look like a bunch of little losers.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.